Seif, just first, initially, mate, just give us those reflections on Game 4. You managed to come away with a win there against a good Indian side. What was your take on the game?
Yeah, look, I thought we bounced back nicely from the other game. I think as batters, we put pressure on them nice and early, which set up the innings for us, and the bowlers did an outstanding job as well by putting pressure on with early wickets as well.
As a group, what sort of confidence does it give the team, when you beat that #1 T20 side in the world in their own conditions?
Yeah, look, even though we've lost, the confidence has always been high. T20 cricket can be a bit Mickey Mouse at sometimes, but look, yesterday was our day, and yeah, look, it was an outstanding performance and definitely gives us confidence going into the next game and what's to come in the future as well.
Nice one. Can you talk to me a wee bit about sort of your game at the moment and your game plan at the top of the order? Like, what are you sort of looking to try and do opening up the innings for New Zealand?
Yeah, look, just trying to get us off to a quick start, putting pressure on the bowlers, getting out of that power play with, hopefully a good target on the board, so it makes that middle order a bit easier. Hopefully myself can bat through that middle order as well, but if not, then it sets up that middle order for the other guys, and then hopefully we can go bang at the end as well and put up a good score, because over here I think you got to come hot quite early. We're kind of looking at those 200 scores probably be about par. So yeah, we've got to look to try and put pressure on the bowlers.
Just on that, you sort of said 200 feels about par. How are you kind of, is it before the game you're looking at the wicket in the outfield and you're thinking, yeah, that's about par, or does it evolve during the course of the innings? Like, how do you kind of decide what's a good score here?
Yeah, look, history as well, sometimes stats on the game. Normally you know pretty quick on the wicket how the ball's coming through. Also a big factor over here is the dew at night, which technically makes the pitch a bit nicer to bat on later in the day, or night, sorry. But yeah, I think on hold, kind of just going into the game with 200 as your target, and hopefully you get more from there.
Nice. I know you're not a bowler yourself, but just talking on behalf of them, how much of a challenge is it to come over here and bowl on these wickets to this opposition in this format?
Yeah, it's tough. I wouldn't like to be a bowler myself, but yeah, look, they've been going great. I mean, it is T20 cricket as well. Some guy might get off to an absolute flyer. Next day they get out for not much. So you just got to stay in it. But the attitude's been outstanding from the bowling point of view, and it was awesome to see them do well the other night and help us win the game.
And just briefly there, just in your recent time in the Big Bash, yeah, just sort of a couple of words on that competition and maybe how you think it's helped prepare you, or yeah, I guess giving you good prep coming into the series and then the upcoming World Cup.
Yeah, look, I love my time at the Renegades. It's a great team to play for. What it's done for me, just adapting on different wickets. The opportunity to play around the world. Every wicket's a bit different, so the skill set you have to bring into the game to perform. But also the crowds, the Big Bash crowds were unbelievable. And to come over here in front of big crowds, noisy crowds as well, kind of you're used to that by playing in the other leagues, but especially the Big Bash. I think we played 62,000 at the MCG, Melbourne Derby, and then 42 in our home Melbourne Derby. So it's great place to play, but also when you come over this side of the world, you're playing in front of crowds, so it gets you used to that.
Just sort of saying in a similar vein with the Big Bash, your mate Finn Allen has come into the side now. He's joined the side here in Trivandrum. He's obviously had a bumper Big Bash season, coming away with the title at the end. Just a word on him as a batter and then as a bloke and a teammate as well. What does he bring to this group?
Yeah, look, he had an unbelievable Big Bash, which was great to see. For him, he's been on the sideline a little bit with injury, so it's been outstanding to see him push through that and get back on the field and do well, and help that Perth Scorchers win the title. They were a very good team, but he was outstanding at the top, and yeah, he's going to be great for us. Me and him at the top, and we like to both put pressure on the bowlers. So hopefully it's an exciting time batting with him, and hopefully we can do a bit of entertainment at the same time. But yeah, the main thing is trying to get the team off to a good start. And yeah, it's great to have in the team. It's going to be a good time in the next month or so at the World Cup.
Nice. I know that as a team we try not to look too far ahead of what's in front of us, but just on the World Cup and the excitement in the group, like bearing in mind we've got one more game to play here, but it must be turning up in the team at the moment. Must be the physical level must be going up. Like, how's kind of the group feeling about this upcoming World Cup?
Yeah, World Cups are, what you dreamed of playing, and to be here, we say not look too far ahead, but at the end of the day we're playing in India, India with a World Cup in India in a few weeks' time. So we definitely got to look forward as well. What's going to be helping us to prep for the World Cup. You probably can't get a better prep than playing in the country. But yeah, as a player, that's why you play the game, represent your country, hopefully bring the title back for New Zealand. And I think with the side we've got, it's actually going to be very exciting, and hopefully, we've got a team to win the final.